shirt off. Take your shirt off. Plenty.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world's most reckless football show, the Shirtless Plantain Show. This week, apparently Newcastle about to get new owners from Saudi, and that's really about the major news that we got. Oh, and besides the fact they're blaming Ozil for everything because they're losers. Let's not curse today. But yeah, let's just get straight into the content. More classic games for you and your head top. So the first game we're gonna go to is one that makes me smile because it made Chelsea fans sad. So let's just go straight into it. Coach is here, and so is my other homie. So basically, this was Chelsea 1, Barcelona 1, 2009, and as Drogba would say, it was a, you know the rest.
It was a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, he said that, I think mostly because his perm was falling out. He's bald now. But I mean, like, this game was so fun to me because Chelsea got robbed. I mean, we salute you, Sir Tom, the Norwegian legend. You called that game so beautifully. I mean, Chelsea players were getting like manhandled in the box, and you still didn't call anything. You did great for everybody. So,
yeah, can we just acknowledge the fact that if he ever comes to any part of North London, the Arsenal side, he will never ever have to buy a drink. I think that's one of the best refereeing performances I've ever seen in my life because he took into account the whole context of Chelsea Football Club. He understood that they shouldn't have been there in the first place. You know, they shouldn't have been in the first place purely for the fact that, well, you know, financial doping and whatnot. And he done his part in making sure that they shouldn't have progressed further than they should. So, you know, he's good money with me forever. A bit on the game though, it was just hilarious because Essien's goal gets lost in the madness. That is one of the best goals you'll see in a knockout tie in the Champions League. Weaker foot, the ball coming back to you on the volley, crossbar, and it was magic. And then Chelsea did well. They defended. You know, they even got Abidal sent off. You know, second half. You know, they did well. But you know, as fate would have it, Messi turned up, gave it to Iniesta, and Iniesta crashed it into the top corner. And I can't lie, Chelsea deserved exactly what they got. You know, it's very simple. I mean, Balak's reaction was hilarious as well because he was about 3 seconds away from getting a 5-year jail sentence for smacking him over the head. You could just see the primal rage in his eyes. Like it was literally like I can't even describe it. I've never felt anger from a man so angry it made me angry. So yeah, that's my takeaway from it.
Yo, Coach, Balak was so angry I thought it was 1938. Like, bro, that shit was crazy, man. Like, the best part was when Drogba threw that tantrum at the end of the game, talking about it's a fucking disgrace. And it's not even Drogba himself, because he knew he was performing. You could tell. He was like looking dead into the camera, like looking us in the eye, like, you guys agree with me, right? And I wanted to agree with him because he was right, but fuck Chelsea. And 2, this Hiddink was next to him, fake trying to pull him away from the camera because he was pissed too. But he was like, I'm a coach, so I'm supposed to be classier than this, so I'm gonna pull him away from the camera. But he didn't pull him at all. He just kind of put his hand on his shoulder like, yeah, Drogba, stop. No, that nigga was like, nah. He was like, in his mind, he was like, talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit, you know.
You're probably saving my job by you doing this as well.
I mean, last thing about this game is that, you know, Abidal had liver issues and stuff, but I'm sure he was tired of reading the Nelka's number. He's probably sitting there like, why is he wearing number 39? He got turned around so many times. The second game, 2009, I know some people are complaining, you don't talk about Liverpool enough. Yeah. Well, now we're going to cover Liverpool, you big babies. Liverpool against Real Madrid, you guys won 4-0, and 2 goals from Gerrard, a goal from Torres, and Docena, who looks like a Docena. So, Coach, Fern, you want to take it away?
Well, first of all, going to Anfield playing a 4-4-2 and you haven't got athletes in any period, you're going to get absolutely smashed. So Real Madrid, well done for making their life a lot easier than it ever should be. You know, it just doesn't. Literally.
Juan de Ramos thought it was a La Liga game. Playing 4-4-2 in Europe.
at the midfield, man. You had Schneider, Gargo, remember him? You know, like Lassana Diop, like come on, really.
Last. Number 10, Real Madrid last. That was a disgrace, by the way. That was almost as bad as Gala Square number 10 at Arsenal. That was horrible.
Oh, listen, that was the era where Real Madrid believed in, what's it called, equality. They just had any blacks at that point.
Yo, they signed Thomas Gravison in that era and Royston Drenthe. Just trash-ass niggas, man. Like, fuck.
They even gave Adebayo a life, man. They're funny.
Yeah, I mean, and then you look at, and then you could say Liverpool on the day had a much better midfield, which they did. You had Mascherano, Xabi Alonso, and Steven Gerrard. Even though Gerrard was playing a lot closer to Torres, but even then, like, they had a much better midfield than them, period. And Real Madrid got exactly what they deserved. But amongst all the madness, again, Gerrard's goal, absolutely fantastic. When you talk about arriving in the box at the right time and just opening up your body, like, it was such a perfect goal. Like, if you're an attacking midfielder, that's the type of goal that you should be looking to get onto the end of. Like, it was an excellent goal. But
yo, coach, real quick, did Lampard ever score a goal that good? You know, because that was Lampard's trademark kind of goal too. But did he ever score one that good?
Possibly against Bayern Munich, where he did it on the swivel on his left foot, possibly. But it was just, I'd probably say Gerrard's goal was probably a lot more satisfying to watch because it was a lot more textbook. Lampard's one was a bit more unorthodox. But yeah, I mean, if you want to start the Lampard-Gerrard debate, you know, we got time. We got time, you know.
The debate never ended, bruh. Never ended.
We got time for that.
It's a quarantine, baby. Let's do this.
Speaking of quarantine, if Ryan Babel played like that his whole entire career, like he is on quarantine radio, it would have been actually a really good player. But, you know, Ryan Babel's a very unserious human being, and he decides to play football maybe once every year. The guy's like, forget Ryan Babel. Anyway, what's your take on it?
Shit, man. I just look at that Liverpool team, like Coach said, you know, looking at that midfield, and I cannot understand how they didn't win something. Like, I mean, I don't care what they've won since. They just got a loser culture. They got bad vibes in Liverpool, man. Like, they were about to win the league, and Corona showed up. Like, them niggas just got bad vibes. I don't care what they've won. Like, but that's my take on it. Like, but good on them that night. It was a great moment for their club, for sure.
You know what was a great moment for another club? It was a 6-1 PSG game that Barcelona came and won. The reason why I knew they were going to win in the first place because Neymar decided to be black that day and have an afro and took out the perm, and it's like very serious. And also, Unai Emery was coaching that team, so I mean, who expects anything good from?
You already know what time it was, man. Real spineless hours. You know, that's you know what the fuck's going on, man. That's real spineless hours out here, man. Like,
listen, I got something to say. Right?
You just knew that no matter what happened, they could have been 20-0 up. Unai Emery would have found a way to jack it up because that's just what he does.
That's just what he does.
This is Unai Emery, the same guy who cheated on his wife and didn't get anything out of it. At least if you're gonna cheat on your wife, get some trophies like Giggsy did. You know, be a man of honor like Arsene Wenger. Like, you just can't cheat on your wife and not have anything. Like, what's wrong with you, you little?
Hey man, I don't mean to be nitpicky, but I feel as if you're burying the lead when you make that Giggsy reference. Because the most interesting thing about that was that he was cheating with his brother's wife. Let's not forget that, okay? The manager of Wales is a piece of shit.
They did say blood is thick, so you know. Hey. Anyway, let's get to the content because like they were getting off track. Basically, that game, PSG collapsed. Cavani had a hell of a finish though. It was really good of him. Neymar just put the whole team on his back. I feel like it was Neymar's time to shine that game. And I think one of the things that we learned from that game is, well, not learned, but it really confirmed that Luis Suarez really is the biggest shithouse of all time. We've like kind of assessed the things that he's done in his career. Luis Suarez is pound for pound the biggest shithouse in football history, and it's not even close. He's a shameless man who just decides to show up big when it's needed. So good for him.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at all of the cold hard facts in the social media area where you've got cameras absolutely everywhere, you have a man that manages to play victim while being the aggressor every single time. It's uncanny. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Well, I have actually. We call them Karens.
What about your last girlfriend, bro?
Speaking of girlfriends, Sergio Roberto will never pay for a drink in his life again in Barcelona. What a guy. Came in and finished the thing.
You know, in a weird way, I kind of feel like that game led to Neymar thinking that he was good enough to go start his own thing in Paris. Like, I feel like the way he carried the team that night, he thought to himself, I want this every game. I want this every fucking game. I can't play behind Messi anymore. I'm gonna go do this shit. So he won the Champions League and he peaced out. And it's like, bro, that shit been hard, huh? It's really hard to beat teams after sleeping with your sister in Rio during Carnival when you don't have Messi to back you up, isn't it? Isn't it? When you got Cavani, it's different, isn't it?
It's like juvenile high. Oh, you thought you were the man high.
He wasn't, huh? Not really. But you know, I do think. I know this is kind of off topic, but I kind of feel like PSG might have had a chance to win this year. But again, Corona. So
yeah. I mean, that's really where we end. You know, we gave you 3 classic games, 3 Champions League games, and the point of all that to say is this: that Liverpool stinks. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That kind of boils it up. Liverpool stinks. You guys got bad vibes, so.
This nigga got me wasting weed.
All right, man. From us, we're out. Peace.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off.